What if I told you the ancient Egyptians weren't just building with stone and sand, but with technologies we are only just beginning to understand? Forget what you think you know about pyramids and pharaohs. We're about to uncover secrets that defy modern explanation. Let's start with the big one, the Great Pyramid of Giza. It's built from 2.3 million stone blocks, some weighing up to 80 tons. The official story says they were pulled up ramps, but the math just doesn't add up. Ramps would need to be over a mile long, requiring more material than the pyramid itself. So, how did they do it? Some engineers propose a spiral ramp inside the pyramid, but we've found no conclusive evidence. And what about the precision? The pyramid is aligned almost perfectly to true north, with an error of just 3/60ths of a degree. Modern builders would struggle to achieve that with GPS and lasers. The ancient Egyptians did it with what? Astronomical observation, perhaps, but the level of accuracy is mind-boggling for a civilization from over 4,500 years ago. It's one of history's greatest engineering mysteries, but the pyramids are just the tip of the iceberg. Let's talk about stone cutting. In ancient quarries, we find evidence of techniques that seem impossible without modern machinery. Take a look at the granite boxers in the Serapeum of Saqqara. These massive sarcophagi, weighing over 100 tons each, are carved from a single piece of granite. Their surfaces are perfectly flat, and the inside corners are so sharp and precise, it's hard to imagine they were chiseled by hand. Some have suggested the Egyptians used some form of advanced saws, possibly bronze saws embedded with diamonds or other hard abrasives like corundum. We've found ancient saws, but they seem too simple to cut through hard granite with such finesse. How did they achieve this level of precision on such a massive scale? Did they have a lost method for softening stone, or were their tools far more advanced than we give them credit for? And then there's the mystery of the Dendera Light. Deep in a crypt of the Temple of Hathor at Dendera, there's a strange carving. It depicts a large bulb-like object with a snake-like filament inside, connected by a cable to what looks like a power source or a battery. To many, it looks uncannily like a giant light bulb. Mainstream Egyptologists explain it as a mythological scene representing the birth of a deity from a lotus flower. But the resemblance to a Crookes tube, an early electrical discharge tube, is striking. Could the ancient Egyptians have harnessed electricity? Nearby, we find the Baghdad battery, a clay pot from a similar time period that could have functioned as a simple galvanic cell. While one of these wouldn't be enough to power a light bulb, what if they had hundreds linked together? The temples and tombs are famously free of soot, which you'd expect if they were lit by torches. The official explanation is they used a complex system of mirrors to reflect sunlight deep inside. It's plausible, but lighting the inner chambers of a vast temple with reflected light would have been incredibly difficult. The Dendera Light carving presents a tantalizing what if. Let's move on to ancient medicine. The Edwin Smith Papyrus, one of the oldest surviving medical texts, is incredible. It's not about magic or spells. It's a practical, scientific manual for treating injuries. It describes 48 cases of trauma, from head wounds to spinal injuries. It details examination, diagnosis, treatment, and prognosis. It even describes brain surgery, or at least a procedure involving the skull. The author understood that injuries to the brain could affect other parts of the body, a concept that wasn't fully grasped in Europe until centuries later. They stitched wounds, set broken bones with splints, and had a sophisticated understanding of anatomy. They knew the heart was the center of the blood supply and were aware of the pulse. Where did this advanced medical knowledge come from? It suggests a long tradition of careful observation and scientific inquiry that seems way ahead of its time. Even their everyday objects show incredible ingenuity. Consider Egyptian faience, that brilliant blue-green ceramic we see on jewelry and statues. It's not just simple pottery, it's what's known as a proto-glass, an enclave ceramic made of silica. To create it, they had to grind quartz, sand, and mix it with alkali and lime, then heat it to a precise temperature, around 800 to 1000 degrees Celsius. Controlling kill temperatures that accurately without modern thermometers is an amazing feat. It shows a deep understanding of chemistry and material science. They were essentially creating a synthetic gemstone, a technology that was incredibly advanced for the ancient world. Let's also look at the colossal statues, like the ones of Ramesses the Great. These monoliths were carved from a single block of stone, transported hundreds of miles from the quarry, and then he ran. One famous study showed that they likely wet the sand in front of the massive sleds to reduce friction. A brilliantly simple solution to a monumental problem. But even with that trick, the coordination, manpower, and sheer engineering audacity required are staggering. Imagine organizing thousands of people to pull a 1,000-ton statue across the desert. It's a testament not just to their physical power, but to their project management skills, which rival any modern construction project. And finally, let's touch upon a truly baffling artifact. The Schist Disc, found in a tomb at Saqqara. This object, which dates back to the first dynasty around 3000 BC, looks for all the world like a propeller or a steering wheel. Carved from a fragile stone called schist, it's a tri-lobed, curved disc with a hole in the center. Its shape is not functional as a wheel, as schist is too brittle. Egyptologists have suggested it might be a ceremonial recreation of a metal object, or perhaps a stand for a vessel, but no one really knows. Its complex, aerodynamically in shape, is so out of place for its time. What was its purpose? Like so many things in ancient Egypt, it remains an enigma. From impossible construction and precision engineering to advanced medicine and potential electricity, ancient Egypt is a land of secrets. We often look at them as a primitive civilization, but the evidence suggests something more. They were masters of science, engineering, and organization. Perhaps we haven't discovered all their secrets yet. Maybe there are lost texts or hidden chambers that hold the key. What we do know is that they have left behind a legacy that continues to challenge our understanding of the past and inspire our imagination for the future. What do you think is the most impressive technology? Let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching. And if you enjoyed this journey into the mysteries of the past, don't forget to like and subscribe for more.